la 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 Welcome to Style Didi TV, guys. Come and enjoy my Friday evening with me. I'm making vanilla cake for my family. Come and join me. Let's see how it's gonna be. Guys, come and join me. I'm doing vanilla cake for my family. Because my family, they love to eat cake. And welcome, guys. We are doing vanilla cake. Lani, you're welcome. Sorry, pardon me if I pronounce your name wrongly. You're welcome. Thanks for joining. I'm doing vanilla cake. Just a simple cake. Apparently, I'm gonna make the vanilla cake using the following recipes. I'm using plain flour. I'm using milk, butter, sugar, pinch of salt, and I'm going to add vanilla. The vanilla is really going to bring out the flavor, to be very nice. So keep watching. I'm going to add eggs as well. So apparently I'm going to use all-purpose flour, 660 grams, because I'll keep some for my family and then I'll take some with me for a picnic tomorrow with my friends. So I need to make them a lot. So I'm measuring with my scale. I've got my scale here. That's my scale, kitchen scale. I'm aiming at making cake of 660 grams. Okay, there are some they have if you don't have scale, you can use your cup, and the equivalent of cup is using your cup should be 5 cups. So apparently 330 grams of plain flour will give you that will give you 1/4 cup. Okay, but I'm using the scale and I already know what it's going to give me. Yes. So in making any cake, you must have to sieve your cake. If you don't sieve your cake, it's going to give you bad results. Okay, so it's always important for you to do what? To sieve your cake. Very important. It allows air to get into the cake and make it fluffy, when it's ready. All right. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna transfer this here because I need to sieve the flour out. Okay. So I have to sieve it. It's very important for you to do this. See that? Very important. Some people can be lazy. They say, oh, it's not necessary. My dear, it's necessary. This gives a very good result in the cake. It makes the cake to be fluffy. It helps to make the cake to be fluffy. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. So the portion of the quantity of flour I'm using here is 660 grams, which is equivalent to 5 cups. You know the measuring cup. If you have the cup, you can use your cup, but I'm using my kitchen scale. All right. Don't be scared. It's very easy to make cake. It's very easy, guys. Very, very easy. And if you keep watching from beginning to the end, you will even do better than I'm going to do today. Anything you do not understand, feel free to ask me question, all right? So I'm just sieving the flour. It's very easy to do this, but it gives a very amazing result. Okay, so flour is sieved. And then I'm going to add pinch of salt. I'm going to add pinch of salt to the flour. Pinch is just like, you know, like that. I don't know. How do you see my lights? Is it okay? Are you seeing well? Is it bright enough? Let me know. So pinch is just like this. Pinch. Okay? That's the salt. Okay. I've got baking powder. I've got baking powder here, and I've got baking soda. Both of them goes hand in hand when you're making vanilla cake. Don't say, oh, I have baking powder, that would be good enough. No, these two must go in. All right, so remember, baking powder and baking soda, both of them, they marry each other. All right, so with the baking powder, I'm going to add, how many am I going to add? The baking powder, I'm going to add 2.5 teaspoon. So now, another thing with knowing what a teaspoon is in your measurements, I'll show you. It's very important. This is why most of us, you know, when we have interest in doing something and we don't get it right, and we get frustrated because we are not getting the accurate measurement. Now, when you talk about teaspoon, right? This is my teaspoon, okay? The spoon you use for your tea. So when you're taking measurements of things like this, you hold on, let me put it where you can see. Are you seeing? Okay. So when you load it up, you use your knife to level it. You see that? I leveled it with the knife. That is 1 teaspoon. Okay. That's been added there. I'm going for the second one because I'm meant to add, sorry. I'm meant to add, because I'm doing double measurements. So I'm meant to add 5 because I'm doing double, all right? That's 2. 3. 4. Always make sure you're disciplined with the measurement. Don't do any lazy thing. That's the 5th one, all right? All right, so I'm gonna add baking powder. Okay. And so next thing will be to mix them together. All right. So I'm going to keep it by the side. I'm done with this. Remember what I added here? My flour, a pinch of salt, baking soda, baking powder. That's it. And then you keep it to the side. Okay. So now this is my mixer. You need to come closer. That's my mixer here. Okay. That's the mixer. So here in this mixer, I'm going to add sugar and butter together. Right. And I'm going to take the measurement for the butter. Welcome guys, welcome. Come and join us. We are making vanilla cake. Very easy. This is Style Diddy TV, okay? Style Diddy TV. In case this is your first time. Okay, so I'm going to measure the butter now. I need apparently this butter, I'm going to warm it up a little bit in room temperature. Otherwise, if you don't warm it up, you'll be disappointed at what it's going to give you. You just have to warm it up a little bit, not cooking now. So I'm going to use 440 grams because I'm making big cake. 440, or you can do 220 twice. Okay, this is giving me 297, so I'm going to reduce it because I want to do it 220 times 2. Okay, still giving 240, so I'm going to take off a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. It has to give me 220. That's what I want. You have to be very, very disciplined with measurement if you want to achieve a very nice cake. $219, $220, exactly $220. All right, that's $220, and then I'm going to pour it in here. I need to get more from the fridge. I advise when you're buying your butter, don't buy the salted one, okay? Because there might be too much salt in it. And then just go for the basic butter. You don't need too much expensive one. Okay, so I'm going to measure another 220. Um, okay. In case if you don't have a scale, you can use a standard measuring cup, which will give you, when you convert it, it will give you 1 cup. 220 grams is equivalent to 1 cup of butter, okay? That's 220 grams of butter is equivalent to 1 cup. 440 will be equivalent to 2, but I'm using scale. And you set your scale on grams. Very important, so that you get the correct measurement. Okay, let me see. 203. It's not up to 220 yet. So I'm going to add more. Too much now. It's giving 234. So I'm going to take out some more. Take out some more. Take out some more. When you're making cake, you have to be very patient, guys. You don't need to rush, because you need to achieve a perfect cake that you'll be happy with. Okay, that's 220 there. Add it to the mixer. Guys, I need to show you something. If you don't have this mixer, you can go for this. I'm coming. 1 second. You can go for this. Yeah, the hand one. All right. You must not buy this. They do the same work. It's the same. Okay. Let's go. Now we're gonna measure the sugar. We need the sugar. Guys, when it has to do with sugar, it's a bit I'm not a sugar person, but because I'm making for people, I have to add some sugar. Okay. Oh, okay. Liney said, oh, I got to go. It's all right. Thank you for joining. Yeah, thank you so much. So right, we're gonna add the sugar. I'm supposed to add 800 grams, but I'm not going to add up to 800 grams. I'm not a sugar person at all, at all, at all. I will end up using 350 or 355 thereabouts. I don't like too much sugar at all, at all. But like I said, I'm making this for people, so I'm not going to detect what they want or what they do not want. Okay, in case if you're joining me right now, if you're just joining, I'm making vanilla cake, simple and easy. I've just added the sugar and the butter. And we're going to start. We need to mix this to be very creamy. So you got to be patient. You got to be really, 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 really what? Patient. Let me add a little bit more, but I don't like too much sugar in cake at all. Okay, we'll start. So at some point you will stop the mixer and do what? Use your spatula to bring them together so that the mixer will do the job properly. All right. If you are a cake lover, come over here. Come and watch me do this. If you are a cake lover, I want you to come here now and watch me do this. Our aim of mixing this butter and sugar is to make it very, very creamy. Very, very creamy. All right. See? Look at that. It's also important for you to ensure that the eggs you're going to use for your cake they are all good eggs, because one bad egg can spoil the broth. One bad egg can spoil the whole baking. All right, always ensure that your eggs are good. And always watch out for cracks. Sometimes when you crack the egg, a piece of the shell may get into your food. So rather, what I prefer doing is to crack them in a separate bowl so that you will be able to select if there's any shell. But I'm just being careful. It's all right. So I'm going to use 8 eggs, but I'm not going to add the 8 at the same time. I'm doing it 2 at a time. 2 at a time. While I'm doing this, I've already turned my oven on. Remember, you have to turn your oven on. So my oven is on right now as I'm getting the ingredients for the cake ready, or as I'm getting the batter ready. Okay, guys. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Happy Friday to you all. Let me know where you're watching me from, please. Thanks for joining, guys. Thanks for joining. Come and spend my Friday evening with me in the kitchen. I don't used to do this, but I just felt like, oh, let me just come live while I'm doing this. Maybe 1 or 2 persons may be interested in watching me. Okay, that's the last one. Okay. Now we are going to start incorporating the flour and the milk. You don't pour in everything at the same time. You're going to be doing that little by little, little by little. And then at this time, you're not supposed to beat too fast. You can put it at the lowest speed. Or you can decide to mix with your spoon. So a little of the flour, a little of milk. I think I'll have to use my spoon. A little of flour, a little of milk. A little of flour, a little of milk. Okay. Pardon?
Your phone.
I'm on live.
Oh. There's no one there.
Guys, thanks for joining. Sorry I'm not giving you attention because my hands are quite busy. Thanks for joining, guys. In case if you're just joining us, we are making vanilla cake. It's very easy and simple, okay? Very, very simple. Okay. please, if you've not subscribed, could you please do me a little favor, yeah? By subscribing and click the like button. That will help my small channel to grow. Thank you very much, guys, and thanks for sitting in here with me, watching me do this. I'm very grateful for that. So guys, I'm going to use my mixer. The reason is I can see some bubbles. I want those bubbles to disappear. I'm going to use my mixer for just a few moments. Right, so at this time the oven is on, getting ready to receive the lovely vanilla cake. Okay, so what we're going to do next, the batter is ready, so we're going to start adding, because I'm going to put them like in cupcakes. So I'm going to use my cupcake container. This is called, I'll show you, this is called the cupcake stand. This is why most of us, when we do our cupcakes, they will kind of, you know, get messed up. You need to sit in this in a cupcake stand. This is the stand, okay? For those of you that do not know, you must have to put it here for you to get good results. Otherwise, okay. Ooh, my phone fell over. All right. Okay. So I was just trying to adjust it so you can see what I'm doing right now. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to get 12 of the cups and pour the remaining in another container. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. I'm keeping the rest. All right, so the cups are ready now to receive the batter. All right, can you see that? Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start scooping them into the cups. Right now. Now, while you're scooping the batter into the cup, you must not make it too full. If you make it too full, you're going to be disappointed. They will all rise up and, you know, get messed up. So you don't want such to happen. Try and be as much careful as you can not to mess up everywhere with the batter. Guys, can you see? Look at that. This is the proper consistency of the cake. Look at that. Can you remember ever making your cake and the batter is like this rather than being so thick and you think, oh, you've got it? No, it has to be this consistency for you to achieve that yummy cake, you know, equivalent to the one you buy from the shop. Look at that. That's how it should be. That's how the mixture should be. And that's why I said when I was at the beginning, I mentioned that you have to be very strict with measurement. Don't be lazy with your scale, trying to say, oh, this scale is messing about, or I can't be bothered using my scale. If you don't have a scale, you can use the cup. You can use the standard measuring cup. If you go to the baking shop, they will show you standard measuring cup, okay? If you can't be bothered with scale, because sometimes the scale can be a bit disappointing. I'm trying as much as possible not to do messy job here. I don't want the batter to drop all over. Okay, so this is ready to go to the oven. Like I said, the oven is on, waiting for these babies to come in. All right, so I'm going to quickly pop them into the oven. Okay, so I still have a lot left, so I want to do the sheet cakes. Yeah, the ones you can, when they are ready, you cut them into you know, into squares. It's called sheet cakes. So right now I'm going to use this. All right, This is I've got baking pans, but I don't want to use my baking pan today. I want to use this foil bowls. Maybe I have to use one or the two. Let me see how many here. How many have I got? Okay, two. Excuse me, guys. So for you not to feel disappointed, you can decide to use the butter. I'm going to use the butter, but I'm still going to use the baking sheet. This is called the baking sheet. So what I'll do, I'll cut them. So that I'll cut it to the measurements of this. Okay. And I'm going to lay it on the base of the foil bowl or foil plate. But I wouldn't want it to overlap. No. You see this? I don't want this. So I'm going to cut off more of it. I don't want overlapping at all. A little more. So before I lay the sheet, I'm going to smear the sides with the butter. The reason for doing this is you don't want to get frustrated when you're bringing out the cake and you say to yourself, oh, it's all sticking on the side of the foil, whatever. So you want your cake to come out, so you smear with butter. Okay, and finally you put your baking sheets, lay it at the bottom like this, perfectly laid. And the next thing to do is to pour in, sorry guys, sometimes, so watch me do this. Okay, I need you to see what I'm doing. So after pouring, you have to give it a shake so that any space left will be covered. To make sure you have consistent shape, you give it a shake. Shake, shake, shake. Okay? Right. Then the next one is coming. Keep that aside because they're going to go in at the same time. Okay, Still going to do the same. Okay, that will do. Before I do that, I have to smear the sides like I did on the other one. This is to prevent the cake from sticking around the edges, because you want to have perfect cake. When you bring it out, it will be easy for you to cut them and then bring them out. You don't want to struggle. Lalini, thanks for being here with me. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. Okay, that is done. You put your paper. Right, I'm going to pour the remaining. Now, in cake making, there's no waste at all. You have to scoop the last. Scoop to the last. Okay, another thing I need to let you know is when you pop your cake into the oven, maybe you have any reason whatsoever to open the oven, never open the oven before 20 minutes. Don't ever do that. If you do that, your cake will sink. You know, like when you made a cake and that cake popped up, you know, looking very yummy and popped. If you open your oven less than 20 minutes, you pop the batter in the oven, the cake will do what? It will collapse. You're not going to get that beauty. Okay, so bear that in mind. So you have to get everything ready before you go in there. So now I've got 2 of these. I'm going to put them in the oven, and that is going to be for 40 minutes. Right, here we go. They are in there. So I'm going to do some cleaning while I wait. Now set my timer. I've set my timer for 40 minutes. Sorry, yeah. It's time to clean, to wash off all the mess. And sometimes, even when you set up your timer for the cake, it may not be ready. So the best way to ensure your cake is ready is by poking, what we call poking. You use the toothpick, yeah, to poke the middle of the cake. All right, that's after a very good number of minutes, from 30 minutes. You can poke your cake. By then, even if you open the oven, nothing is going to happen to your cake. It's not going to collapse anymore. All right, cool. So I'm going in now to clean. First of all, I have to clean all of this with antibacterial. Okay. Guys, remember that cake can be eggs can be very smelly, and because you've added eggs to your cake, you need to clean thoroughly. If you leave without cleaning, you're going to be really, really surprised at the kind of terrible smell you will get from your kitchen. Egg can be smelly, very, very smelly. So you need to clean properly. Okay. We tidy up, put away the rest materials for another day's use. Always make sure the remaining of these cups is well covered, otherwise dirt will get into them. Particles, dust, and all of those. So I'm still going to use this next time. Okay. Any question? Laline, thank you so much. You're amazing. So I'm going to wash off all of the mess. All of the mess. Guys, I need to check the small one. Okay, doing well. They're all doing great.
What's anyone in your life? How many people? You need to play like you two together. More fingers. I look at that.
Welcome guys, thanks for joining. We are making vanilla cake. We've already finished. It's in the oven, so we're waiting for it to be ready so that I can bring it out and show to you guys. Okay, it's gonna be nice and yummy, and I hope you're gonna try this at home. In case if you did not catch up, you can go back to watch my video. I mean, cake is something that everyone should learn to do, you know, so that once in a while you can just make cake in your home and give to your family, you know, because sometimes the cake we buy from the shop, sometimes I get fed up of eating them. There is nothing as amazing as something you've made by yourself and you beat your chest to say, yes, I did this, you know. So I thought of this because I'm going for one day traveling tomorrow, you know, so, and I thought of what can I bring with me. Many people are going to make food, jollof rice, salad, chicken, beef, all of those, but I said, okay, let me do something different, something unique that everybody would love to eat. And that's exactly what I've made. The vanilla cake. I know that everyone would love to have a taste of it. It's so nice. It's such a brilliant idea, you know, to learn to be doing things for yourself. Or sometimes I do ask myself, people who do prepare food and then come and sell to us, are they special? Let me raise this up so you can see my face, guys. Yes, I'm just at home. Don't mind my hair. I'm just at home. I can't be bothered. Yes. So you ask yourself, people who prepare food, package them, we go to the shop, we buy. Are they different? Are they special? They're not special. It's all about what? Interest. If you have interest in doing something, you watch, you learn, you practice, you become perfect. There is nothing in this life that is a rocket science. It's all about being patient to learn. If you learn, you will understand. That's it. As simple as A, B, and C. So I'm the kind of person, I have this energy to learn anything that's me, anything that, you know, that appeals to me. I'm ready to learn. I'm ready to learn every minute. I'm ready to learn every minute. That's me. So let me check the cupcake. Few more minutes is going, the cupcake will be ready, because we had the cupcake first in the oven before we put the tray ones, the sheet ones, the ones that are made in sheets. So the cup will be ready before the other one. So Lalini, are you still here with me? Can you tell me where, let me know where you're watching me from, please. It's so amazing having you here. Let me know where you're watching me from. I'm washing my chicken. If you are watching me from FYP, that's fine. There's no problem to that. This is Style Baby TV. And I'm making a vanilla cake. They're already in the oven cooking. And then while I'm waiting, I said, let me wash my chicken because I need to cook. Yep. Guys, it's nice being with you here, keeping me company. Well done. Thank you so much. Click the like button, okay? And then subscribe to my channel. Let me check the cup one again because I don't want it to overcook. Okay, guys, let's see. Like I told you, how do you know? How can you be sure if your cupcake is ready? Apart from the timing. Sorry guys, I don't want this place to... 1 second. That's my wok top. I don't want it to get burnt from the heat. Ooh, it's too much. It's too much. I'm scared. Scared of burning my finger, guys. I am scared. Okay. Here you go. Guys, it's ready. The cupcakes are ready. Guys, look. Yummy. Look at that. Yummy, nice. Okay. So, for us to be double sure that this cupcake is cooked, I'm going to use my toothpick So what you do, watch me closely, you put your toothpick in the middle, and when you bring it out, if it's messy, you know the cupcake is not done. If it's clean, if it comes out clean, you know it's done. Let me try another one. See guys, very clean. That suggests that it's ready, okay? Very, very clean. Cupcake ready. Wow. Ready to be what? To be eaten. Ready to be eaten. Look at that. Yummy, nice. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yummy, yummy. Laline, the cupcake is ready. Look at that. Let me see if I can pick up one to show you very closely. Look at that. Yeah, nice. You see? Nice one. Okay. So that's the outcome. You can see it's very easy and simple. Laline, I think you were here when I started. I don't know. Were you here when I started? The mixing, were you here? Type yes on the page. Let me know. If you were here, you can see that it's very easy. Very, very easy. We are talking, we are making, we are mixing, we are talking, we are popping into the oven, we are bringing them out from the oven. Easy as that. Very simple, okay? So you won't believe the sheet one, I think, is ready as well. It's ready. Let me keep this aside. And then we'll try that one. Let me see. Laline, are you still there? Have a look. Have a look at this beautiful princess. Have a look. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. Nice smell. Yummy. Smelling yummy and nice. It's ready. Ready to be what? To be eaten. Guys, look at that. So nice. Wow. That's the second one. So if you poke, it comes clean, it's done. The second one nearly got burnt. Okay, done. That one, done. Hey, as easy as that. When I was doing this, I said to you guys, it's very easy to do this. Yeah, so now it's done. Thank you Lanili, for being here watching me. Thank you every other person that was here watching me. Okay, so we've already made the vanilla cake. Very easy. So do yourself a good by getting the ingredients and then practicing them, how to make vanilla cake. All right, it's very easy, very simple. All right, and thank you so much for being here with me. I need to go into cooking because I need to make jollof rice right now, because I'm taking rice with me as well tomorrow. All right, thank you so much, and I will see you again in the next video. Yes, you see that the vanilla even cooked before the sheet ones, even cooked before the timer. So that's the reason, like I said to you, you have to be checking. So that's it. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you again in the next one. Bye for now. I love you all. Bye.